She popping bottles. Welcome to Champagne and Conversations. Durga, cheers
Hey,
to you. Happy New Year.
New Year
I'm
BFF.
going to let
Thank you
you pour.
back on.
Yes, Mama. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. I'm doing amazing.
Yes,
Work,
get it off.
actually
That
just
is,
came back from a trip and recorded new music.
where did you go?
Went to Puerto Rico for my birthday.
Yay. When was the birthday?
In December.
Oh my gosh. Do you want me to sing? Happy birthday to you.
Hey,
Happy
hey.
birthday to you. But listen, guys, we have Durga on Champagne and Conversations. I love her. She has become my new BFF. Her energy, her vibe, everything is just on 1000, and I'm loving it. I will say we do apologize for being a little bit late. Durga, tell them why we're late.
I had to go get the champagne and I wound up getting There's a lot of snow out here in New York City. It's really, really bad. It's about 3 feet out here in Queens. So I was sitting in my truck, rocking it back and forth. But I'm
Oh,
here.
that's why I love her. Yay. Look, we got to get another sip in. Yes. Then we'll get down to it.
Mhm.
So welcome. Thank you so much. And I am loving La Perla. Oh, it is so sexy. I love it. Please tell us all the inspiration behind La Perla.
So I actually went to Puerto Rico with my producer, and we was just out there having a good time, and we're asking around like, guys, what's going on? So they had introduced us to La Perla, which is like a hangout spot in Puerto Rico. It's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. It is like what we consider like the hood. You get
Uh-huh.
me? But it was amazing. You get me? The atmosphere, the clubs. You get me? It was amazing. And after we got back, he had this beat and he just kept playing it, and it just resonated with the both of us. It's a very spiritual song because where we went to El Morro, which is where a lot of the slave ships were tied to, and basically where a lot of the battles were fought.
Okay.
So the energy over there is different. It's life changing. You get me? You really get to feel your ancestors, and you feel that there. The energy is different. So when we
Oh,
got
that's
back,
dope.
we just started working, and we came up with La Perla.
I love it. And guys, the clip of La Perla is on my Instagram, and of course, the song is out, so you can download it on all of the platforms. Yes.
Yes, available on all platforms.
Yes, so Durgaveli, La Perla, but it is oh so sexy to me. So I just was so excited to talk to you about it. And guys, she inspired my backdrop today, the La Perla outfit, because I know, ladies, you're getting ready for Valentine's Day. I
Oh,
call it the V Day. So
ooh.
we got the La Perla, and we of course got bottles. We got pearls and heels for those that may have some sort of quarantine Valentine's, I guess, right?
Yeah, significant Valentine's Day.
You got a date for Valentine's? You got something to do for Valentine's?
I don't know yet. I should be. I should. Somebody should be asking me out soon.
Okay. Cheers to you. I'll live vicariously. Hmm?
You got a hot date? She said, hmm. That's how you avoid a question, baby.
Look, every time I say I gotta look to my right and my left, like, do I? Anybody? Let me look in the book. Let me ask my team. Anybody know
Couple
anything?
days, we got a couple days left on the agenda. Let's go. Because she's like,
Listen,
no.
one thing I will say: the important holidays, it, the important ones, I'll just do me. For years, I love, love, love strawberries. Like, they have to be like ultra sexy, glowing, whatever strawberries. Of course, we sipping, and I'm good. I'll have me an amazing dinner. You know, I can do me real good.
The best
Say again.
self-love is the best love.
Absolutely. And especially now, self-care, that's what you have to do. You can't expect someone else to want to do it for you if you're not really aware of what you want to do for yourself. So cheers to that.
It's to that.
So tell me, in the midst of the pandemic, the last that you were on, you had the amazing song Trabajo, and that was like crazy when you launched that. So now you have the sexy La Perla, and the other vibe that I'm excited about is Back Outside.
Well, I wanted to promote that today, but at the same time, it's not out yet. So we're gonna be working on promoting that. I'll be back on. We'll get back with that. But yeah, Back Outside is gonna be coming out soon. We don't have an exact date yet. We actually just booked the videographer yesterday, and we're gonna be preparing for the video on Thursday. So I'm excited about that.
Where are you shooting Back Outside?
Outside. I have no idea yet. We have like this
Outside.
whole idea of like what we're gonna do. So it's basically just piecing it together with the videographer and creating that.
And I don't have to ask you what the inspiration was for Back Outside, then, I guess.
Again, we was in Puerto Rico, just having the time of our life, and it just came about. I had inspiration because like I mentioned this before. Like I work with inspiration. Like I like to write stories and things like that. So
Right.
for me, it was just we were outside, and I started writing it in New York. We finished it in Puerto Rico. So it was just an amazing experience. Puerto Rico really like set me up. Like, listen, get your creativity senses going, girl.
Sometimes that's what it takes. And for me, for sure, near the water, an amazing backdrop. Oh, it's everything. I'm inspired to walk on water at that point. So I get the inspiration from that. Now, when you speak about the back outside part of it, I know that we're all eager to be back outside. But as you were traveling to Puerto Rico, were there any kind of limitations with being there?
Definitely. They had a curfew in place. So we
Okay.
had to be inside by 9 o'clock.
Okay.
On Sundays everything was closed. We went during the week, so we didn't have to experience that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the curfew was 9 o'clock, so you had to be inside. They didn't have any Ubers, nothing. Nothing was open. 9 o'clock, everything shut down. And of course the mask, social distancing, like they really, really practice it out there. They
Okay.
really, because in New York we be playing. But they really
Yeah.
practice out there, and that's about it. There weren't too many people on the beach and stuff like that. It was only for like recreation if you're working out and stuff. You're
Okay.
supposed to, but we still went to the beach. We, you know, there was nobody there to bother us. We had a great time.
How long were you there?
3 days.
Okay. And wow, that was enough inspiration to do what? 2 songs?
We did San Juan in like one day, and we had 2 songs done. Cause Back Outside was kind of like pre-recorded. We kind of already had like a concept for it, but La Perla, we just created that out there.
You're so dope. Girl, let me give you one of these roses. Let me send them to you. They're so fresh. I'll make sure I get them out to you, right?
Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. So
Thank
what
you.
else do you have? I love your merch. You know, I've said stuff about your merch the last time you were on. I still have yet to get my Durga sweatshirt. That's just a little hint in case.
All right, I got you. Actually, we're actually rebranding. I started working with a new creative director, so we're gonna be relaunching the Durga merch. My website is up again now. You know, I had to update it with new pictures and stuff. So my website is back up. We're gonna have the Durga merch relaunch real soon. I'm gonna be working with OC clothing line as well as City the King clothing line. So we have like a whole little regime of clothes and artists that are about to pop out. We have City the King, who's my producer, engineer, best friend. He's also an artist that I work very closely with. He has a new project that he actually just dropped a couple days ago, Under the Bridge. So please, guys, check that out. It's
Okay.
fire.
Okay. Yes. So I know that, you know, when you came on the first time, and we'll just take it back a moment for those that may be just joining us and learning a little bit about Durga. You had family, specifically your father, that was in the industry. And is that what your motivation was primarily for getting into rapping and music?
Well, my father was a DJ and my mother was a dancer. So
Okay.
creative arts and performance were always
Sure.
an outlet. It was always something I really enjoyed. I always performed in the school, any talent shows, anything in the community. I was always out there performing. So it just became my passion.
Yeah, yeah. And so from that, are you looking into any other, are you excited about doing like any virtual performances once you actually launch you release the other songs on your album and you release the album? Are you going to do any virtual, or are you going to wait for you to get back outside?
Well, we've been having showcases like once or twice a month, and there are some shows that we do.
Okay.
Um, Major, because we do practice social distancing. But we have been performing and getting, our music out there. I know out of town is open, so we're looking to go and venture to maybe
Where you going,
Atlanta.
to the A? Yes, I was going to say.
We
They
got to get this music.
they too much. They act like they don't even have corona.
I'm gonna be out there with my mask on though, but I'll be there.
So tell your social media, your website, all the great stuff that people can go to download your music, to find you, to DM you if they got a question, they want to get your merch. Give us all of that great information.
All right, guys. So my social media handle is Durgaveli, and that's Durgaveli. You can find me on all social platforms by just searching Durgaveli. As for my merchandise, you can find me under Durga underscore merch. That is Durga underscore MERCH. And my website is www.durgaveli.com. So you could just Google me. I'll pop up.
And the name Durgaveli, you got to tell us again for those that may not have heard it the first time.
All right, so Durga is actually a Hindu goddess. She is the invincible, and her story really resonated with me. There were a lot of things in her story that just, growing up and just the battle that she had to endure to become Durga.
Okay.
I took that name and then I added Veli. Veli is after my favorite rapper, which is Max B. Put them together and you got Durgaveli.
You got Durgaveli. And all of that, everything that you have mentioned, you embody. So you definitely took on the lifelike form of that as it relates to the goddess and the things that you have had to overcome, and being able to now just launch and not even have like any boundaries, any, limits, anything with the
Right
pandemic, the COVID.
now, I want people to feel when they listen to my music too. Like I really want people to feel invincible. I want people to have a good time when they listen to my music. My brand and what I'm trying to bring to the community is
Sure.
basically being invincible and feeling yourself. We're going through a really tough time right now with COVID
Absolutely.
and being indoors and not being able to see our loved ones or even our friends. So you get me? I just want to make that music to make you feel good, whether you inside, outside, with your big buddy, without your big buddy.
Without a Valentine date, with a Valentine date.
Stop for that.
Yes. So, any inspiration behind, like what you're actually doing in the community? Are you looking to work with any organizations right now while you're developing and, kind of creating the brand? Are you tying in with any
Broke
like
up.
organizations?
And I kind of broke up there. You asked me if I was tying into any organizations working together.
In New
Um,
York.
yeah, my sister has a nonprofit organization called Hey They're Beautiful. I'm actually the performing arts director there. So
Okay.
right now, being that we're in quarantine, we haven't been able to hold our classes because we are in the New York City school systems, but
Okay.
we do offer workshops online and even self-help, self-development. If you want to reach out, contact us. We're at www.heytherebeautiful.org. Send the email. We're available 24/7.
And the organization, just again, it supports what ages, what female range?
It's all of them.
Okay.
All of them. There's no boundaries in age. You can just reach out. It's for every age group.
Okay.
We're here for our woman.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that it is just so very important right now while so many people are going through the emotional phases of COVID. Obviously, we've been in this now a year, at least almost a year. And it's so many things from the isolation to not being able to meet original goals that we might have set for, 2020, just anything, the internal issues that some may be dealing with just sitting still and having to become one with who and what you are. So it's great to be able to attach to a group, and just check in for people to get their feelings out, to be able to discuss some of the things that may be going on. And it's amazing that you all have that resource available for any age, not just young girls or, what have you.
And
Um,
for the men, we started working with Brothers at Peace, which is, I think they're based out of Chicago, if I'm not mistaken, or Philly. No, they're based out of Philly. We
okay.
started working with Brothers at Peace. So even for the young men and even the older gentlemen, we also have Brothers in Peace. We're affiliated with them. So even if you feel the need as a man and you have a non-for-profit that you want to reach out to for men, you can reach out to Brothers at Peace. They're a great organization. They're super dope to work with. And like I said, we have Hey They're Beautiful, we have Brothers at Peace, and we're just out here working.
Just working. I love it. I love it. And being able to just reach, because of course that's what it's about. I mean, obviously, the more success, the more that you actually are able to move forward. You're able to bring, that energy or share that energy with those that, may be interested, or those that may need just a little bit more of a push or pull. So that's an inspiration for them to see, and hear your story. And I think that that's another reason why I call you my new BFF, because you're so resilient. You just were like, I don't care
It's
about the pandemic. I'm good.
it's important to encourage others to be truthful in their feelings and how they're feeling. You get me?
Yeah.
We all have feelings. You get me? And your feelings matter. And you get to express yourself. You get to be who you are. You
Yeah.
get to out to friends and family, and it is very important. A lot of people lose that sense. You get me? Because
Absolutely.
they get caught up in like, oh, nobody wants to hear my burden. I don't want to tell this person this because it might affect them. Listen, you have feelings.
So
You get
many. So many, and some people go through so many things in a day, just one day, that if you don't have some sort of base, some sort of area that you can just kind of consider a safe space to talk to people and be able to kind of, talk yourself off of a situation, out of a situation, and with the end of the year, we closed out with Dr. Karen, one of the coaches that I work with, and her philosophy, and obviously we're dealing with the reset and renew of 2021, but the philosophy was that everyone had to grieve, and we had to kind of unpack that, and everyone would do it differently, whether it was that we lost a loved one or lost some sort of something that was close, be it employment, something of the sort. It was just so many things that people were embodying at that moment, and like, what is happening. One interesting thing that I want to ask you is, are you going to get the COVID vaccination?
absolutely not.
Why?
I don't even vaccinate my dog.
She is something. Well, I just love to be able to have that conversation, because there is so many things around,
I believe
what to
first.
do, what.
I believe in like elderberry and praying and sage and
Champagne.
vitamin D. I'd rather stick with my vitamins. I haven't been sick, thank God, knock on wood.
Thank God. Yes. Yes.
I have not been sick. I get my little ups and downs as women, but you get me. Let's take our vitamins. Let's be healthy. Let's be mindful of what we're putting into our bodies, because those vaccines, you don't. Did you hear about the person that got vaccinated and passed? I think it was a famous baseball player or basketball player. He got vaccinated and passed a couple days after.
Afterward. Mm-hmm.
While they're saying it wasn't related,
Yeah.
wasn't the first.
Yeah, it's just so many things. I think that, it's such a new situation, and it was brought about so fast that, it's just one of those things where, you want everyone to remain safe, because we want to do what? Get back outside, right? But we don't want to do it so fast where we're not aware or clear as to what the circumstances could be, or, the side effects could be of what we're actually taking.
Well, I'll tell everybody this. If you're scared of COVID, every morning boil orange peels, lemon peels, garlic. What else is it?
Those three.
Eucalyptus. You could just boil it in a little pot, steam over it. It'll work. You
It
could even
does work.
you could add onion too, or you could gargle it. But those are for the brave ones.
Yeah, but yeah, I have heard that, because a girlfriend of mine had the COVID at the top of it, like December 2019, before we went into it. And that was what she was having to do, steaming, but she didn't know what she had, of course, So it's just one of those things where we know some of the natural remedies, we'll obviously offset it. We don't know if that's going to cure it. So we're not saying that. We're not giving that disclaimer.
But it helps. That's what I've been. Everybody that I know that has been doing it has been pretty well. So I'll do it.
Over the vaccination is what you're saying.
No vaccination for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'd rather do the natural way. Yes. So now, you being in New York, what is the energy like there? Obviously, you all aren't really working. Are you still under the stay home, where you can't really like go out and be in environments like small venues and such? Is there a mandate against that right now?
They have a curfew in place right now. I mean,
Okay.
the curfew consists of, I think, all bars and restaurants close at 10 o'clock. Um, I think that's about it. And certain stores and places and stuff. But other than that, it's not. As far as the curfew is concerned and people, the capacity at 25% in restaurants, I believe that's opening on the 14th. That begins on the 14th.
Okay.
Cuomo's opening the restaurants here in New York City at 25% capacity, I believe. Of course, on Valentine's Day, right? He couldn't do it like on the 15th or the 16th, right? Yeah, my ass inside anyway.
She's not back outside yet. That's right. We'll just Zoom. We'll Zoom. I'll call you and we'll Zoom. I'll just be, what are you guys doing?
We'll Zoom over dinner.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of people are gonna be outside now. With that being said, not thinking about bike or anything like that or what's going on in the communities, because there's certain communities that have a higher percentage of
the breakout. Mm-hmm.
And we're outside.
We're outside a little bit, so we can only imagine. Yeah. Absolutely. As it relates to your platforms for all of your music, are you everywhere? Are you on Apple Music, Rhapsody, Google Play, all of that?
On everything.
So have you noticed that there is a difference as it relates to the way music is being released now versus, say early 90s, late 90s, where we were actually in the space where we had to make CDs, put them in record stores, wait for people to utilize those sources? Like, as a new artist, what do you speak to in that? Did you even do music back in those times where you would have anything in a record store?
No, okay. I wasn't at that time. I would say, I'm not going to say it's easier to release music now, because it depends on your situation. Because if you're an independent artist, you could do as you please, unless you're under a deal or with a label that has you under a certain contract where you can't release music. But I really can't relate. I put music out when I feel, I go over it with my team. If somebody else on my team has something releasing, we'll fit it in. It's basically working around your team. That way you guys are not oversaturating what it is that you're putting out. Too much music, or you guys all rapping about the same thing or having songs about the same thing. Like, you don't want to oversaturate your audience. And especially that, like, me with my team, like, we kind of cater to the same audience. So I would say, and then we have flash drives now. It's a different, instead of CDs now we're doing flash drives. So we're walking around with flash drives. I would say it's more convenient for us, and our CDs don't skip. Flash drives.
I just wanted you to be able to share that with the new, artists that are coming out, obviously from an independent. What you stated is that you don't have to wait. As long as you have a team that is on the same page, you guys can pretty much do what it is that you want to do. And that makes it so much more,
I learned something the other day. I learned a new word. It's called seasonality. So basically, if you have something for the season, why not release it? Example, we've released a song called Grateful on Thanksgiving. Perfect time to release it, right? Everybody's going to be with their family. There's no cursing on the song. It's a great time to feel grateful, right? Christmas, you got Mariah Carey, who releases all her music during Christmas through the season. So think about your music, what you're about to release, and all the time. Okay, I still have... I'm here. Okay. So think about like your music and like the time that we're in right now. Okay, I'm about to back outside. We're in quarantine right now, but I know when I'm gonna put it out, because we're gonna be outside. So
and if not, you're gonna speak it into existence so we can get back outside.
That's it. I'm manifesting being back outside.
That's it. I can't even imagine what it's going to feel like to be back outside. Just like
just being back outside without a mask, like
a mask, and being able to get close to you. You're like, I don't think so.
At home, I remember my family's house the other day. It was so weird. My aunt was like, "Don't touch me." I'm looking at her like, "Listen, if I catch it, it's gonna be worth it. I'm coming for this hug."
Yes, I know. We all are so ready for just the change in that. So it's just very exciting. But I do appreciate you sharing your information as it relates to being a new artist and the way that you have been able to release your music, whether it is, by occasion or just by vibe, inspiration, whatever it is, your resiliency, your marketing, all of your just energy has aligned for you to be like that chick. And I love it, just watching you every day post, and it's just nothing, like it just doesn't matter. So guys, please follow Durga, be inspired by what she has going on. I give her all her flowers now. While we're talking, she has definitely become the BFF. And I'm so excited for you and your music and all the great things that you have to come. We will hope that the snow goes away soon, and that look, at least we can meet halfway if we can't meet all the way.
Soon come.
Yes.
We have Zoom.
We do have Zoom. We have Zoom and we do have champagne. So as long as we have these two, we're good, right?
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Durgaveli, we thank her so much for joining Champagne and Conversations. We do apologize that we were a little bit late, but she was out getting champagne and got stuck, but we're good. We're good. We still love her.
Sorry for the delay. I appreciate you. I love this platform. I love watching your interviews. You're so entertaining and beautiful. You just light up the screen. Thank you.
Yes.
Back onto on fleek, girl. You got it. I need that. Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Look, my guy Cool Benson, he comes on, and he was on just a few days ago from Paramount. He was doing a set, but I was like, listen, I need you to come on and talk to me. So he has hooked me up with all of so we'll do it.
Amazing.
Yes, we'll talk about it. For sure.
Okay.
Yes. Love you, Mama. Talk to you soon. Cheers.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
Well, anyways, what I was saying is, you're a fucking rat dog. Put in your wallet.
What a story. Oh wow, that is a beautiful case.
What?
That's a beautiful suitcase you have there.
Beautiful. Beautiful how?
It looks like a suitcase I would buy for myself. That's what I mean.
Like what? The fucking color? Fucking pink? Like I'm a girl or something? Stop stuttering. What are you trying to say?
I just think it's a nice case, that's all.
I get it. You're fucking jealous. You want to make love to my suitcase. You want to have little luggages with my fucking case. You fucking pervert. Why don't you just fucking go home, get in bed with that fucking case?
Oh, I get it. You're messing with me, right?
Yeah, all right. I had you a little scared there. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Come on. Get out of here.